had some level of expectation that the woman was coming.
Not necessarily.
So you wasn't expecting the one to come.
Not necessarily. Like I told you, it was an organic, accidental
Chemistry.
And through the conversation that we had. Listen, I met my wife one night. We talked on the phone till we fell asleep on the phone. And I knew that she was somebody that I wanted to be with off of one conversation. That's because I asked her 10 questions, she gave me 10 answers. I asked her 10 more questions, she gave me 10 more answers. I asked her 10 more questions, at the total that was 30 answers. She had all the answers.
But church, what do you say to that woman who's afraid to try again? Because she has been disappointed, she has been hurt, she has been played or cheated on by so many men.
The most important thing I believe a woman could do is protect that diamond like it was in the dirt in Africa.
The cookie.
Hold on to them cookies and make somebody earn it, right?
Right. So you know, you hear
because listen, because
that's good.
In the process of laying down and becoming one with somebody physically, that's the end of the race for a man. But for a woman, that's also a part of the process to further get to know him and find out what he's about.
And that's the catch-22.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, that woman feeling that if she don't give it up, there's a chance that that man will move on because so many other women that will.
That should be fine though.
So she should be okay with that.
She got to be. She got to be. Especially at the time of meeting this particular guy, what her baggage happens to be.
So she got to keep holding on.
She got to hold on. She got to hold on like Info.
She got to hold on like Info.
She got to hold on like Info.
Right.
Right.
So once again, trying to get certainty in an uncertain world, trying to get into a relationship where it's healthy. There's love, there's good communication, there's honesty, there's fortitude, there's self-control, but yet you got so many variables where in today's world you see women dropping it like it's hot, like it's nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So the men really have a lot of choices out there.
But I mean, those are not healthy choices. I mean, because like when you decide to get with somebody, it's in a sense you're getting in business with somebody. I would never want to be in business with nobody whose profile picture come with booking information. I can't be in business with you because that's not the type of business I want.
Inside the business.
I can't get inside that business because at some point it's a possibility that I might sow my seed in you and be looking forward to you to bearing my fruit.
Wow.
I can't let you be little church mama
because
with booking information.
Because you got standards.
Because I got standards, right?
And that's important because you spoke earlier about the government. There was a government in the beginning.
Right.
Can you go can you go a little deeper about that government?
As far as that government, I'm referring to my mother. So, you know, that was the picture of what a woman was to me when I was growing up. And I did the best I could to get as close to that and hopefully better for myself.
But isn't it true, church, that men that had good women in their lives, like their mother, that they look for those sometimes similar characteristics in a woman?
I don't know. I can't necessarily say that that's true, but I know that my mother was dark-skinned like me, and my wife is as well.
Okay,
now,
so
you know what?
It is some truth to that.
Right. I mean, my mother was hardworking. My wife is hardworking. You know, so yeah, maybe sort of.
And what about that guy, church? That guy who's taking advantage of that young lady that may be vulnerable, that he knows that he can have this chick. All he has to do is say this or do that. What's your message to that guy? Because at the end of the day, when he takes advantage of that young lady, she becomes worse for the next guy.
That's not his business.
That's not his business.
Hey, it all depends on what level of life he at. I mean, she gotta hold on.
She gotta keep holding on.
She could ward him off if she hold on.
If she hold on. But she gotta have that fortitude.
Hey, everybody gotta have their own police station. I can't be a man and you a woman and I'm gonna police for you at the same time.
See, that's so
because
that's good.
everybody have their intentions on what they trying to do.
That's good.
I mean, because when I was out there doing my thing, you was choosing, you was losing. I mean, through brief conversation on the first time meeting you, I already know what my expectations are for you, and they not high, and you never graduated.
So you was great at policing yourself.
Exactly. Hell yeah, I didn't have my first child until I was 32.
Wow. And I think that's what's lacking today.
Right. And see, and then see for that, with that being said, it's like you would want to put yourself in a situation to where you were very selective in the process of finding someone to sow your reproductive seed with, so that you know that you were down since day one until the last day come, right? So I pride myself on being the first thing that my son sees in the morning and the last thing he sees at night. I mean, I feel like it gives me a chance at trying to create a great person and giving him the best chance to go forward and be successful. Not that it's guaranteed, because no relationship is guaranteed to last.
It's all a gamble.
It's all a gamble every day. But I do know that I believe the best thing that I could do for my kid is to love his mother.
And why is that important?
Because if I love her, that gives him a good chance at being successful and having stability. Because if I didn't love her, it's a possibility that I might have made him and not been there at all.
Wow.
Inside the business.
Inside the business of the choices you make. And at the end of the day, what can we learn from this church? What do you want that young lady that's watching, that guy that's watching right now, what do you want them to take home from this?
I want them to learn how to be selective in the process of finding someone to sow their reproductive seed with. If you know that you're entertaining someone and you know what your expectations are for that situation, and they may not be so high, or you know that this is not someone that you're going to end up, getting married to or being with on a long-term situation, just protect yourself, because everybody's sleeping with everybody, and you don't want to end up getting pregnant, having a baby for somebody, and this guy gone out the picture before the baby had his first birthday party. You at Chuck E. Cheese with the baby by your goddamn self. You got to be protective of yourself and give yourself and whatever fruit you end up bearing the best chance at blooming into something productive.
That's right. Like Willie Dynamite said, you got to be selected to win.
Win, man.
Nice talking to you, Jerry.
Yeah, thanks.
It's been a pleasure.
It's
man.
always a pleasure.
Make sure y'all tune in next week to part 2. Church is gonna go even deeper with women in relationships. Until then, you all take care.